Hey, what up bros? Another video on Pokemon Sleep today. It's the end of the week, it's Sunday, and for me, it is the last meal of the day. As you can see, Snorlax is ready for dinner. But unlike every other day, I question whether this dinner or even lunch actually needs to be fed. I made a mistake. In a previous week, I dropped all my ingredients because of the Sunday bonus pot. What I'm talking about? What I'm talking about is the expanded pot during on the Sunday, the end of week bonus. You can put 21 more ingredients. On top of that, I have the good chem set running this week, which is probably not the best idea, but I was testing it to make tutorial and videos and stuff like that. So I've got those two running, and as you can see, I can barely fill that pot. It requires 63 ingredients. I can just barely, maybe just barely fill the pot to get as much stat as possible from this cook. But I question whether it's actually necessary at all. Because if you're not ranking up, if you're not going up in the tier, why are you cooking? It's all about getting to the next tier. And the great thing about this game is it actually tells you what strength you need to reach the next tier. So in this case, the next tier, which is what you need to get even better Pokemons when you wake up in the morning, but then it all resets after Sunday is finished. The next tier for me is about 16,000 points, 16,000 strength away. I'll probably just review this just before I sleep tonight, but if I can't cook a dish that reaches 16,000, it's totally unnecessary to be cooking. So let's have a look at my dishes. The best dish I can cook right now would be the sweet scent chocolate cake with a base power of 3,800 with the level 10 bonus and also filling the pot with almost triple the ingredients. I would hope that I would get approximately 9,000, maybe 8 or 9,000 strength up. And once again, thank you to our trusty Cerebi.net, also reposted to our Discord channel. We can actually calculate the strength when you add these extra ingredients. They will range anywhere between 90 to 185, up to 342 if it's a Slowpoke tail. That gives the most strength per ingredient added. So you can actually calculate it yourself to see per extra ingredient how much extra strength you would get. And you can actually approximate the maths yourself as well if you look at the dishes that you've made in the past. Generally speaking, any dish that doesn't have Slowpoke tail, that's an outlier for strength, generally speaking, per ingredient is about 100 strength. So hypothetically, if I make this dish right now, and I add about 39, so about 40 ingredients, I would only get an additional 4,000 strength on top of the 3,800, so let's say about 8,000 strength. Now, if I was lucky enough to get a critical cook, so that is the extra tasty, then it would make perfect sense for me to drop all of my ingredients in the pot, fill it up, and then give Snorlax about 16,000 strength. That is just about what's needed to reach Ultra 5. But if I can't reach it, or I don't want to take the bet or the risk, why would you make the dinner at all instead of saving for the next week? In fact, now that I'm looking back, lunch wasn't even necessary. Of course, if I hadn't made the lunch, I wouldn't know whether I would have got extra tasty that would have tied me over to Ultra 5. So it was still worth taking a risk to see, but I didn't get extra tasty, so it wasn't really worth it to feed lunch and dinner, especially for those of you who have low ingredients. So take note of this at the end of the week. Have a look at the actual strength that you need to reach the next tier before you drop all your ingredients in the expanded pot, which is a scam if you think about it. And just a casual reminder to everyone that this is not a competitive game. Relax. There's no need to rush. Some people are getting a bit of FOMO because their game's not giving them enough shinies or like Charizards or whatever. Relax. It's Pokemon Sleep. It's not a competitive game. Take it easy. Play at your own pace. If this video helped you, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to join our Discord community of Pokemon Sleep players, there's a link down in the description below.